Why, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Anime Club. I'm Nick Knack. With me is the great Lord Warren.
Well, hi, everybody.
Realm Shifter.
You're my soda pop, my little
Soda pop. You're all I can think of. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
And Seki.
Yeah, Nick Knack, you're not in the position you think you are. You are the only person in this room who has not seen that movie.
Yes, you are the outlier here for once, Nick Knack.
I'm trying to think of how bad Republic Records are against, like, copy striking stuff like this now.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sure it's... Well, first of all, we're singing it with no music, and we're not exactly on beat.
Yeah.
Second of all, the amount of times I've seen that shown on other people's channels, with, like, covers and dance videos and reaction videos, it's fine.
Yeah.
I could not be less concerned.
Let's just all personally agree that if the Saja Boys were real, the entire world would be so cooked.
Hey, who's your favorite Saja boy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's good.
This is an important question. Who is your bias, Realm? Who is your bias?
This is a tough one. Honestly.
Mine is Abby.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Also, fun fact, one of the Saja Boys' singing voices is actually Kevin from U-Kiss, and
Yes.
I really like U-Kiss.
It's mystery.
Yeah, it's mystery.
That was a lot of words to me.
You know, come back to me on my favorite Saja Boy when we actually do the review for the movie.
Fair. Alright. No, K-Pop Demon Hunters is not what we watched, obviously. Or Nick Knack would have been kicked out of this recording.
Yeah.
Told to leave forevermore.
Maybe we should just do a review without Nick Knack, just to spite him.
No, do it! Do it, please! Do it!
Here's the thing, though, Realm. Now that the three of us have demonstrated that we actually enjoy the movie, right?
Yes.
Albeit a few of us less viscerally than others. If we ever show him the movie, he will hate it on principle.
Yes.
He will choose not to acknowledge any good parts about it, and will simply present a negative perspective.
Well, can we
So at this point, we have to
I
do it
don't
without
think
him.
I've ever done that in my life.
What can we say? Nick Knack was just born to be a hater.
I mean, I am a hater, but only for solo leveling. I don't think I've ever gone after anything like that for unproductive reasons like that before, and with that much bad faith.
Well, K-Pop Demon Hunters is not the point of today, though.
No, it's not. It's not.
Not even a little bit.
No.
No, not even in the slightest. I just had to do the intro because
See-
it's been rotting my brain.
See. If you had messaged though, I would have grabbed a soda and I could have popped the soda on time. Oh my god!
Cracked open the Dr. Pepper.
There's a T-shirt I really want off of TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
It's the soda pop move on the back of it,
Yeah.
but they've put a Dr. Pepper can into their hands,
Oh my
and there's a little Dr. Pepper logo on the front, and I'm like, honestly, yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
We haven't. I think we're at least 3 to 5 minutes in, and we haven't even said the name of the anime we covered yet.
haven't.
We also haven't mentioned that this is actually our final episode of season 6.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This is our final podcast episode.
This is our final boss.
6 years, bitches.
6 years.
Wait.
6 years.
It's season 6? I thought we were season 5.
Nope, this is the end of season 6.
Yeah.
Fuck. We've been doing too long.
Yeah, so it was a random pick from the hat. It was one of my animes. Actually, this anime's been in there for a while because I think I put it in pretty early on. Probably in season 1 or 2 is when I put this in. But it's Elegant Youkai Apartment Life. I think it's also called... it's got like an abbreviation, and I forget what a lot of people call it online. But yeah, Youkai Apart no Yuga na Nichijo. So this came out in 2017. I remember watching this when it came out in 2017. It's a 26 episode series. Not really divided up into 2 cores, but like 26 episodes. Obviously, we divided it at episode 13, just to be fair, which was actually a really funny division because that means you guys didn't get to see the beach vacation episode, which happens to be episode 14, which I think is hilarious because normally we get a beach vacation episode.
But, oh well, I guess we're just going to start off the second half of this when we do get around to it.
So, obviously, July 2017. The original series came out between... the light novel that was originally written came out between 2003 and 2013. And then there was a manga between 2011 and 2021. And there's also been a sequel manga that's running today. And it was produced by T.H.E Animation, which founded by a person who used to be an animator at Toei. They haven't actually done a ton, but they've been around for a while. They did a lot of co-productions, and then they started producing stuff in the 1970s because they worked on Doraemon, and then if you move up towards like modern, for example, they do Crayon Shin-chan, right? They started doing that in the 90s. And if you head up towards like the 2010s, 2020s. They don't do much, right? It's more like an anime a year sort of thing. But they do a lot of different stuff, which I think is fun. They also do Teasing Master Takagi-san, 8th-sen, Are You Kidding Me? The World Ends With You, the animation. But that was a co-production with Domerica.
I can only half blame them for that one.
Yeah, The Danger's in My Heart, The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, and so on. They've got... and then they've also done a bunch of films, mostly based off of the anime series that they own, like Doraemon and stuff.
I forget, because we did Dangers in My Heart on the channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the fact that they do Doraemon and Crayon Shin-chan puts them, like, way the fuck up there in terms of, like, cultural, like, relevancy. Because Doraemon and Crayon Shin-chan are 2 of the longest running anime series to exist.
I'm sure those are probably their main project. Everything else they do is more or less just a side thing they do with extra staff, most likely.
Yeah, pretty much I would expect. But yeah, so they haven't done like a ton of like unique stuff, and it does tend to be like just a lot of Doraemon movies and Crayon Shin-chan stuff. But I've seen a few of the other things they've done. I've not seen The World Ends With You, the animation, but I've seen some of their other series.
Better for it.
And they're not bad.
The World Ends With You, the animation's bad. But...
Yeah, well, that's in co-production.
Are you still going to make us watch it or no? Well,
that might be in the hat, but I really wish it wasn't.
Look, like that's a co-production with another studio.
Like I said, I can only half blame them for that, and I don't know which parts I can blame them for.
I'm just gonna blame the other studio entirely. Yeah. So that's fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, I watched this when it was coming out. I remember, like 2017 or 2018. I was watching this. I saw the whole series. I ended up really liking it. Like, for me, I thought it was like a really fun series. I think it's so funny because it actually starts very similarly to another series we've watched on the channel that I absolutely abjectly hated. Right? And that was that stupid... Dvorn knows exactly what series I'm referring to.
Invaders of the Rokujoma?
Yes! It reminds me a little bit of Invaders of the Rokujoma, but obviously better fucking quality. But I remember watching this, and I think I found Kakuryo at the same time. Bed and Breakfast for the Spirits, which is another very similar series, which I've also added into the hat previously. But yeah, it's a cute anime about this dude who finds a cheap apartment, right? Because he needs a cheap apartment so he doesn't have to live in the dorms. Well, he can't live in the dorms because they burned down, so he needs a cheap apartment for 6 months. And he finds this really cheap apartment. It just happens to be cheap because it's full of yokai.
Yep.
Haunted apartments tend to do that.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they're going to handle the 6 months.
Look. Here's the thing. I don't care if my roommate is a ghost if the rent is low, right?
That's so
like, I don't give a shit, right? You could be a poltergeist for all I care, and when you tell me to change the TV channel, sure, if it's to something we both enjoy, I'll change it. For $500 rent, abso-fucking-lutely.
In this economy, absolutely.
Yeah.
In this economy, I'll take a haunted apartment.
I don't think that's the actual financial conversion. I just pulled a random bit of money out of my ass.
I was wondering, would you do it for 1,000?
No.
Would you do it for a
It's too
Scooby?
No. $1,000 is too much for there to be if the apartment is haunted, I expect to pay under $700.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now I have a roommate.
I was just trying to figure out what's the limit.
Well, okay. If it was like $1,000 a month for a 2-bedroom in New York,
Right. Then
That's good.
Then that's a good deal.
Yeah,
Even if
that's
it is
a good
haunted,
deal.
And
So-
the ghost gets the other room.
the amount of money to the haunting is relative to the city you're in and the amount of space you're getting.
$500 in the middle of New York, that's a deal. $500 in the hill of Appalachia, that's a little bit different.
Exactly.
Yes.
$500 in the hills of Appalachia, you might be being robbed.
Wait, what if it was a mansion?
For the whole mansion?
Yeah.
The hills of Appalachia?
Yeah.
Better not need to make any money after that.
Yeah.
I could just close all the curtains at night. It's fine. I'm not that kind of white stupid. I'm not going out into the forest. So long as everything's daylight and I stay on the roads, we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, it's not a very complex premise,
Yeah.
and it is very much just a supernatural comedy, right? It's not doing anything amazingly fantastical. But I mean, keep in mind this is originally published in 2003, so it's quite old at this point, right? So how do we feel about it?
I thought it was alright.
I liked it. It was nice.
Yeah.
Knick-Knack hated it, obviously. Look at his face.
No, I didn't hate it. I really have no strong opinions on this one. It was just kind of like, I thought the tone was a little too all over the place for my liking. There's arcs there's one arc in particular I thought was pretty well handled, but everything else I'm like,
I think
I take it or leave it.
I think the vibes this one gave me off was kind of like a sort of like a coming of age story. I think that those were the main vibes I got off of this series.
I mean, I think that makes sense. Because it is sort of like, obviously, so... Did it... Realm, have you seen Fruits Basket?
A little bit. And
Okay.
it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Has everyone here seen Fruits Basket?
I've read
No.
Fruits Basket.
Have you read it?
No.
Okay.
I've-
Then I could kind of... At least a couple people will understand me here. But it does a lot of the part of the beginning, right? So, like, he lost his parents in a car crash. He's been living with his uncle's family. He needs to move out because he really feels that his family is, like, resenting him and stuff like that. Feels a lot like... it's the same basic premise of why... our main character in Fruits Basket feels the need to move out, right? Like, her dad's not in the picture, her mom died, she's been living with her grandpa and her aunt and uncle, but they kind of are, like, trying to push her out because they don't really appreciate having her there. So, like, in a way, I can see where you're getting, like, the coming of age with it, because it is kind of like a young person setting out on their own to be, like, semi-independent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not living with their family anymore, they're having to, like, make their own way, which makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Because he lives with one of his cousins who's not particularly fond of him staying over there despite his best efforts
Yeah.
as well.
His uncle's family.
And then
Yeah.
also his uncle's family,
Yeah.
So,
I'm getting looked at a lot, and I don't have that much input, I don't think, because, like, Realm, you want to switch spots with me so you can get the look, like, please contribute? Because I think you have more to contribute here than I do.
okay.
I'll step Let's play musical chairs here. For once, this is not a Knick-Knack speaking a lot episode.
For once. For once.
I mean, I'll at least say this. It kind of sucks to be like a high school freshman. So for us, that would be sophomores
Yes.
age. Yeah, sophomore age, like having to go at it alone
Right.
in the world. That really does suck.
In this economy, yeah, that does suck. I better find a cheap yokai apartment to live in.
Well, and to a certain extent, like, with a student dormitory, you'd expect that there's going to be, like, an older student or, like, a parental figure, like, not necessarily parental, but, like, authority figure. Like, a dorm would have some sort of, like, authority figure keeping care of it, stuff like that, like, you know, checking in on them. So like, yeah, you're, like, moving out, but you're in the context of a school dormitory for, like, high school students, you should still be having some level of, like, adult
Supervision.
Yeah, whereas in this case you're going and finding an apartment on your own, which is like there's no sort of responsibility of anyone to provide sort of adult supervision.
And you have ultimate freedom, but also you that means you're then fully responsible for everything that happens to you.
Oh, look, the
Oh,
consequences of your own actions.
Yes. When will you learn
I
that
will-
that your actions have consequences?
I will only say this: the adults usually in dorms aren't really adults. Usually,
Well, yeah, but they're not gonna move like 100 students into a dorm building and then just leave them there with no supervision.
yeah, I guess.
There's gonna be like a teacher or a cleaner or like a cook or something, because these are not college students
No.
born. These are
Yeah.
high school. There's gonna be something there. You know what I like? There's going to be someone there in case of like an emergency, etc. In college, no, but like in high school, yeah, you're gonna expect there to be someone there just in case, because some of these students are potentially really far away from home. If their family lives in like another city or another country, they wouldn't let them go to a dormitory if there was nothing there to provide like some baseline of like there's an adult that can be contacted that is in range.
Yeah. That's just kind of the consequence, really, of having or living in dormitories, really.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
kind of the differences.
But it's okay. We have a dormitory. We have an apartment building full of yokai.
Yes, we do.
Technically, they're all old.
They're all over a couple centuries old.
I mean, it's not just yokai and ghosts.
No,
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah,
couple
there's-
races in there, too.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the Exorcist and the author, etc. Like there's some humans living here too.
Yes.
I do think it's really funny that like there's sort of this just like how in Nura, right? As we watch Nura, right? The yokai are like very hidden
Right.
from like everything else.
Yeah.
Whereas it feels like in this there's sort of like a tacit agreement that yokai exist but people don't normally see them. Sort of. Like
Yeah.
it feels like, or at least there's an agreement between the the humans in the building being like, oh yes, there's a disembodied pair of hands that cooks all of our meals, and that's relatively normal.
Right. For par for the course, really, when it comes to yokai.
Yeah.
And then of course you do have like your occasional evil spirit that you do run into every so often, but most yokai don't really bother with them, or you get like an exorcist to expel them.
They have an in-house exorcist. It's fine.
Exactly. Exactly.
On call 24/7.
Exactly. Exorcist in training.
Well, that's just in training, and then you have the supreme professional exorcist.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you have the mysterious maybe yokai, maybe not a yokai.
Those are my favorite characters where it's like, could be a yokai, might not be a yokai. Do we know? No. Is it absolutely still a 50-50? Yes. Because weird things are happening. And they could be weird things done by a weird person, but they also could be weird things done by a yokai.
Yeah.
No.
It does remind me of that saying of like, there really should be no poor vampires. There really should be no poor yokai, though.
Yeah.
Fair. And, a little bit of casual attempted murder.
Exactly.
Just a little bit.
That's normal
just a
in
little.
any rom-com.
Just-
Any high school rom-com.
Just a little bit to spice things up.
Yeah.
You mean you tell you don't remember the rom-com from Nagatoro-san? You don't remember the murder attempts?
I thought you were going to go School Days, and then just.
We haven't seen School Days.
We haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah,
School
we haven't.
Days.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're ever gonna watch that.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Brings up something that no one's ever seen, as if we've all seen it.
Well, I think we should at least know the infamy of it, but
I don't know the infamy of it. Doesn't mean I want to watch it.
yes.
But yeah, what's a little casual murder between roommates?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Especially
it's
when you're
fine.
especially when you're already dead. Doesn't really matter. But I mean, honestly though, I do like the approach that the series takes to like just yokai. They kind of do just like exist as like things within the world, and they kind of don't really affect the ongoings of everyday people. They just kind of exist.
And when they do affect the ongoings of everyday people, that's when you call an exorcist.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Also, Yushi being able to learn powers.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very, very wizard.
He is a wizard.
You're a wizard, Yushi.
Get under the hose.
See, I'm staring at you in the hopes that you actually talk.
I mean, I like the opening. It remind me of like, opening and the ED. It remind me of like old Detective Conan openings right there. You got anything to say about that, Nick Nack?
The OP and ED, not more unusual. I mean, the OP was fine.
Yeah, I didn't really have
I
any.
didn't watch the ED, if I'm honest.
Oh, you should have. There's nice art.
I watched it at least once, but I didn't really have much to comment about them either, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. They were good. I felt like they were a bit inverted, where the OP felt a little bit slower paced than how EDs typically are. So like it just felt like they reversed roles. They gave more peppy upbeat to the ED and then just gave us a slower opening. So that's really all it felt. The only real commentary I can add to it, if anything.
Yeah. Seki? Did you not watch it?
No, I did.
Okay.
I'm checking something.
Yeah, Seki is trying to look for something here. Something worth talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to see who. Okay.
I mean, if you guys ever were put in that situation, would you actually go with the dorms? Or would you go with the apartment?
I would go with the
Apartment.
I would go with the apartment.
But here's the thing. You wouldn't know about the apartment.
Gordon,
And how it's actually is.
I'm telling you right now, I will not live in a dorm. I do not want to live in a dorm with potentially 50 other people. I would rather die.
Look, here's the thing. The only thing that I need to convince me to move into that apartment is the ghost chef with only hands that cooks all the food and it's all amazing. That's all you need to convince me. I'm done. Sold right there.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing for dorms for me is like, there's food included. Is it good food? Yes. Then let's go. That's pretty much for me.
Yes, and I'm the exact same way, Warren. It's just that all this food is, like said in the show, made with love, and so it's better.
I hope you realize that most dorm food offerings are a little like buffet that's about just below worse quality than Golden Corral.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was trying to do was I was trying to look up because I recognized the name. So I recognized his name, Yuichi Nakamura. Like I've seen it before, and I was trying to think like what openings has he done? I was not thinking of openings. He is like actually one of the most prolific Japanese voice actors that I know by name, right? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Shugo Charge, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, Boruto, Fairy Tail, Oremo, Guilty Crown, Irregular at a Magic High School, Clannad, Haikyuu, World Trigger, Dr. Stone, Fruits Basket, Psycho-Pass, ReZero, Ultraman, Blue Lock. Like, he's been in everything.
But he was in Boruto, so we can ignore everything else he did. Go ahead and just say he was a net negative.
No, he was Kashin Koji in Boruto. No, yeah, because we did a Seki Reacts on Kashin Koji.
And I wanted to die every time we made Naruto references.
But he's been in like literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like his filmography is like 6 pages long. He's also in 2B Hero X.
Oh.
Ooh, wait. That's who?
Ghostblade.
Ah.
I won't comment on that one too.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Wait.
funny
So
one.
which character did he voice? And oh no, he was.
So he did. I don't know if he. Let me check 2017. I don't know if he voiced anyone in here, but I know that he sung that. He did. He's Mizuki Hase.
Okay.
But him and another voice actor sung the ending song. The other voice actor is also another, like Shugo Chara, Rosario Vampire, Kakaishi, Scientific Railgun, Card Fight Vanguard, Initial D, so on.
This guy's been in everything.
Yeah. They've both been in. Well, this guy not as much as Yuichi, but they've been in a ton of stuff. For some reason, though, I thought they were song artists, and they were not, and I was very confused looking at the screen because I couldn't figure out where openings would be listed because it was just listing actual roles. So I was very confused.
Those guys do not rest.
Nope.
Oh God,
They really don't.
God no.
Holy moly. I mean, to be honest, I don't have much else to add to this show, unfortunately.
Who was that teacher again? What
Uh,
was his name?
which one?
The last arc.
Mm,
Oh, that was guy I liked.
I don't remember.
Is the English teacher. I think it's M-I-S-I-U? Or which one was it? I think it is the misogynist.
Okay.
What the fuck?
What's up, Sagi?
Mira?
It might have been
Yeah,
Mira.
that's
Mira?
Might have been. Yeah.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'll put the rest of this back into the hat myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because while I really like this series, I don't know if it's one of those series that I really feel.
Like, strong about?
I don't know if it's worth me putting it back into the hat for like a second season per se.
Okay.
As opposed to like being able to put something new into the hat in
That's
its
fair.
place.
Yeah.
For me, but I think I have a lot of series like that in the hat right now where I'm like, I'd like to show you it, but I'm not gonna like
Force
I
it.
think
Yeah.
the unfortunate calculus of this is we're not submitting things in the hat this season, and going into next season to give you guys a slight preview, we're not submitting that many things into the hat.
But
So-
things are still gonna get to go into the hat.
Yeah, but are you going to remember that you have this to continue?
But I
like,
don't
a
think.
year from now.
But I don't think even if I was submitting things regularly into the hat, I don't know if I'd put this back in. You know what I mean? Because I think this is so like if I were to compare this to Nura, right? I want to put Nura back into the hat because I really like Nura Rise of the Youkai Clan. I think, and you guys really like Nura Rise of the Youkai Clan,
Yeah.
and I like the rest of Nura Rise of the Youkai Clan, right? Like the rest of season 1 and then season 2. Whereas I really like Elegant Youkai Apartment Life, but like it's not the sort of series where I feel like I really, really need you guys to watch this all the way through. Like you've seen the first 13 episodes now. It doesn't change much past here. It's just another 13 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like satisfied that I got you to watch it because now I'm like, oh, I can cite Elegant Apartment Yokai Life, Elegant Yokai Apartment Life, and you guys will know what I'm talking about now. You know, as opposed to like Nura, where I'm like, oh, I really want you guys to see more of Nura because there was stuff that started going down at the end of the last submission, and you guys never got to see it through, and it's really interesting.
Yeah. I will probably continue this on in my free time because I did actually like this series enough. So yeah.
Valid. It's a good series. It's a fun series. I think when I watched it, it was also like free on YouTube.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair. That's fair enough reason.
Or at least somebody had pirated it onto YouTube in like relatively high quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old days of YouTube.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but this was like 2017, 2018, so it wasn't even the old days of YouTube. I think someone just uploaded it onto YouTube.
You can still find the occasional old anime pirated onto YouTube.
Yeah, but this isn't that old. When we're talking about like the old days of like, you know, watching like an anime in 10 parts and 480p in the picture within a picture, that's like pre-2014 shows. This is 2017.
I think of old as anything pre-2015 at this point.
This isn't even pre-2015. It's 2017.
Oh.
I've said that like 5 times in this episode.
The thing is, like, I remember still being able to do that in like 2018, right there. I think if they stopped.
But it was
doing that in
mostly for
2019.
older shows that you were able to
Yeah.
watch like the entire series online on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because like by the time you hit like 2016, 2017, 2018, there was, you know, Crunchyroll and High Dive, and anime was on Netflix, and not that much, but it's
Yeah.
like anime was available like legally in other ways, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like kind of the death of part 1 of 15, 3 minutes long, 480p, picture in picture with white noise underlaid over the audio track, which
That's how I watched Ranma's full series originally.
that's how I watched like part of Naruto when I first started watching it. Before I found I was like watch Naruto. So there was this website that used to exist. I wonder if it still exists. Let me check.
It might
Probably
not,
not.
might not.
Actually, I think it might. No,
A lot of
fuck
the
off.
pirating sites have gone
Oh,
dark.
no, it went to a different. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they've been a lot more serious about this stuff.
No,
About
because there was... Was that it?
Let's find out.
No, it was. So there was this site, right? And I don't know if it's still around. It might still be around, and I'm just not typing in the right search term. But I remember it used to. So it was one website, but you could get to it through 5 different URLs. So it was watchop.com, watchbleach.com, watchnaruto.com, watchdbz.com, and watchfairytale.com, right? And it was basically the same website. You had like the 5 separate tabs at the top, and depending on which anime you were clicked into, it had a different it looked like it had a different URL. And it was literally just the day of release of the subbed version, right? Well, no, the version without even a sub. And then then a few days later, they'd upload the subbed version. And then when the dubbed version came out, they'd upload the dubbed. But it basically just had every single episode that had ever come out, including movies for Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, and Fairy Tail, right? And that's how I watched all 5 of those shows, was on this one website that just had every episode that had ever come out. And I remember I originally started going there because it didn't have, you would just get one ad at the beginning of the episode, and then there wouldn't be any more.
Yeah.
So it was a pirating site, but you wouldn't have to deal with ads popping up all the time, and it didn't have pop-up ads when you clicked on things.
Oh, that's nice.
So the ad would only play in the video place when you clicked play on the video, and once you'd seen the one ad, it wouldn't play another ad, and it didn't have porn scrolls down either side.
Oh, thank goodness.
At all. There was no porn scrolls, which was fantastic for the time.
No single MILFs trying to meet in your area.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I swear to God, it was called watchop. I don't think it was com. I think it was something else, but it was watchop something for the One Piece version of it. And it was fantastic. God, I miss that place. It might have been a .net. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Oh, because that's what I sort of When I say I watched anime on YouTube, most of the stuff I watched on YouTube was shit like Kami-sama Kiss and
Oh, yep.
and pre-tier, right? Other stuff, and then the big shonens I watched on this site, and then I had it wasn't Go-Go Anime, but it was a different pirating site that I would watch other animes on.
First anime I ever got to watch, Lucky Star, watched it all on YouTube.
Pretty sure it's still all on YouTube.
I think it's still in it, and I think it still is to this day.
Oh, God, the old internet, I miss it.
I know, right? I miss the wild west of the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It's all AI ads and AI porn ads.
Oh, that's the
God.
worst.
It's AI slop.
I hate AI porn ads. They're the worst.
AI slop.
Now let's think about it. I wonder how close are we to cyberpunk internet? I
Fuck
hope
off.
not.
Fuck if I know.
Well, honestly, fuck off if we are getting closer to cyberpunk internet, because that means we're more and more closer to a billionaire takeover,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where literally even the police force becomes private.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, ugh, gross. Anyways, I don't have anything more to say on this anime, I guess.
Yeah, neither do
Waifu
I.
War?
Yeah, Waifu
okay,
Wars.
yeah, Waifu
Yeah.
Wars.
Waifu
Wars. Waifu Wars. Waifu Wars.
Knick-knack.
Why are you starting with me? I'm the one that has expressly the least to say on this.
Because
anime.
you've said virtually nothing today. Now speak.
The water from the kiddie pool that they use for training looked like good water. I want to swim in that. I like cold water.
Why not the hot spring?
I like cold water.
Is this how we find out that Knick-knack likes used pool water?
Apparently. I think this is how we found that out.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Vorn?
Sato.
Which one is that?
That's a yokai that's pretending to be human.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I forget her name, but hand lady who does all the cooking.
Oh, yeah.
It's something with an R. It's something with an R.
Yeah.
Something with an R.
Forgotten the name.
Their backstories, like, for the ghosts are kind of real sad.
Yeah. Most of them are.
They are. I like Reime.
It's really easy to write sad backstories when the ending when you start the writing process with the conclusion that they're going to die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In terms of recommendations, I think Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Kakoryo, Bed and Breakfast for the Spirits are both good off of this. And then also I think like another good set of like series that would pair well with this in terms of like watchability, probably like Restaurant to Another World and Isekai Izakaya. And then there's a new one that just came out this last season at the Exiles Cafe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those would kind of pair very well with this, I think. And then obviously Fruits Basket for the noted similarities that we've already discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For my obligatory Tight Moon recommendations, I'm going to go ahead and put out there Garden of Sinners and Witch on the Holy Night. Both. You actually probably could scratch different itches from this, because the series is like 3 different itches. And then like that one arc, the Miura arc. I feel like Persona 5 is where I'd go with that. Those are my 3 throw-out recommendations.
All right. Vorn?
Nick, please read that for me.
Sakura so no pet na kanojo.
What the fuck? Let me see that.
That one.
Oh dear.
The Pet Girl of Sakura So. Just read the English title, Vorn.
Oh, I know which one that is.
Jesus.
I know which one. Okay, yeah, I know about that one. I've seen it before. I'm trying to think of like a slice of life one that I could like. I don't know why I can't think of one right now. My mind is just not registering one.
I mean, Saki took most of the good ones. I will say that.
Look. I'm just telling the truth.
Guys, invaders of the Rokujoma.
I will actually punt you through a goddamn wall.
I mean, if you want, read the fucking novels right there instead.
I will punt you through a wall.
Let's see.
But yeah, so there's some good brief suggestions.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're at the end of the season, so we don't have. Obviously, we're not like picking between us for the next anime.
Yeah.
But it's 2 weeks and it'll be out.
We should be going into the live stream next after this. And then,
Yeah. We've got on the 8th of November. 8th of November.
Yeah.
We've got the end of season live stream. So we'll be live on the 8th during the day. I think at some point. I don't know when yet. We haven't decided. Well, we might have decided by the time this comes out, but we haven't right now, obviously. And then that means we're starting the next season the Tuesday after that. So the 11th?
Oh, okay.
The 11th.
I don't think we need to drop what the next submission is here yet, since and we're going to talk about what the plan going forward is at the end of the season stream. But I think we can drop that the next thing's going to be a movie. So if like the one of you that's following along, you don't need to rush 2 weeks worth of a show into.
Do you hear that, tacos? It's going to be a movie. I know our audience.
These videos have been doing surprisingly well lately.
It depends heavily on the topic.
It really is a hit or miss.
With that, I think we've covered just about everything. So unless anyone has anything else they'd like to add, I think we're good to go, right?
Yeah. Try harder, everybody.
Yeah, try harder.